Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Net zero is going to kill this country. Ed Miliband's religious zealotry on this matter is going to kill all manufacturing jobs. It's going to make this country impressively impoverished. Third world levels, there'll be hunger, starvation, homelessness, hopelessness, and zero future for anyone. Look at your children, your grandchildren, and realise what Ed Miliband and his little gangsters are doing. We've seen over the last few days the destruction of Vauxhall in Luton, the announcement that Nissan is on a tick down now, it's countdown to destruction, and it will go. You've seen the steel industry dying on its arse in sort of Redcar and in South Wales. Everywhere things are going. And not just in Britain, of course. This push for net zero is worldwide. As we speak, right now, there are protests and riots in Germany over VW that's laying off thousands of workers and closing factories for the first time in its near 90-year history. Ever since VW was formed by the little Austrian, Randolph Himpler, or whatever his name was, mustachioed little fellow, he wanted this car company to last 1,000 years. That was his line, wasn't it? It was part of the Reich, and it was be something to remember him by. VW, Adidas, Puma, Hugo Boss, all those ones. Lovely association there they had with that German group, the National Socialists. But it looks like VW will be the first to crash and burn. And yet, nobody's standing up and saying that it's wrong. No one in any political way of life is saying, can we stop? Can we stop destroying the West? Can we stop turning the world backwards to medieval peasantry, where one religion of hate will undoubtedly take over because no one's saying no, and we won't have the money to fight a war to stop them. We're giving up and giving in because our political classes have had their balls removed. Just look at Ed Miliband. Don't tell me there's any balls down the front of him. That man hasn't seen a ball in many a year. And yet, where they're all blindly following his bullshittery. Well, when the power goes out and there is no food and your children starve to death in front of you, only then will you realise that socialism bad. Ed Miliband, wanker. Why did we vote Labour? Who said net zero would work? Net zero literally means dead people. And it's coming to a house near you soon. We've got a lot of coal, it's plentiful, it's cheap, but no, we have to have the world's most expensive electricity. Why? Because some WEF wanker has said Britain's too successful. Look at it, with all that oil and all that gas and all that coal and all that lovely land on which it can grow lots of food. We've got to do something about Britain. They can stop us. They have many times before. We've won 3 world wars, remember? And I know you're thinking, what? Well, I'm going to tell you now. Beating Napoleon was a world war. North America, Africa, Asia, Europe, fought them all. That's a world war in my book. So 3 world wars we've won. We've saved the world 3 times. We can't afford to save it a 4th. We've just got to stop them now before that war comes. And if we don't, then it will come and we will lose. So it's up to you, good people of Britain. Do you want to continue on this path to decline? Do you want to bury your children? Do you want to starve to death in a cold house if you're allowed to have one? Or should we just say enough is enough? Vote them out rather than anything else, but get rid of them and put in people who say, screw you to the WEF, screw you to the UN, screw you to the WHO, and we have our own country. If we have to go like North Korea, be it. But we'll be a good North Korea, a British North Korea, self-sufficient in energy and more than capable of dealing with our own problems without having to bend the knee to foreigners who hate us. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.